Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick, and I'm a top author on TradingView with over 190k reputation points. In this video, I will be taking a pair, breaking it down both from an order flow and technical perspective. And by the end of the video, by using the combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move. And in doing this analysis, I will provide as much free education as possible. So I really suggest that you stick to the video to the end. So without further ado, let's go straight to the charts. In today's video, I want to speak about gold because at the moment we do have quite interesting price action and structure. Starting here on the monthly, in fact, what we can notice is that we have a market which is currently testing a very strong area of previous monthly resistance, which is now turned support. In fact, from here, the market had created this rejection to the downside, then it broke it to the upside, and at that point, all that previous resistance was turned support here. So basically what we have now is a market which is currently testing previous monthly resistance, now turned support, and we could expect the market to reject it to the upside. So from a monthly perspective, everything seems pretty bullish for a potential correction, considering that since we just got this very strong impulse, generally speaking, after an impulse, you do expect the market at some point to start a correction. Dropping down on the weekly, what do we see? Now, from a weekly perspective, we can see how this week the market just rejected the previous low. From here, all this move to the upside was created. At the moment, the market once again tested this zone and started rejecting it to the upside. So as the market is testing previous support, which is now again support, and already rejecting it to the upside, we could expect more potential bullish price action to develop from this level. Dropping down on the daily time frame, what do we have? Now, from a daily perspective, what we can notice is that the market has just rejected with very strong bullish momentum the previous low. We can also notice how at the moment it is trying to break above the resistance that we have at this area. In fact, from here, from this high, all this move to the downside was created. If the market here with this impulse will manage to successfully break and close above this resistance, this previous resistance should be turned support. So if this impulse actually gets completed, at that point we would have also here on the daily time frame an impulse which broke above the previous resistance, which at that point would be turned support, and on the retest of that previous resistance turned support, there would be good probabilities for a potential rejection to the upside. Now, if we go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders, so the COT data, which is what the non-commercials, so the biggest speculators in the market are doing, and which so the big players. And if we check the data specifically for gold, what we can see is that with the last reports, net positions have in the long term started increasing. We went from having 52k net positions, so very low, one of the lowest levels that we ever had. In fact, we were coming from a positive 261k net positions. We went all the way down to only 52k net positions. Currently, we are slowly starting to see once again increasing in net positioning, meaning that from an institutional perspective, we're seeing longs getting increased and shorts getting decreased. In fact, we went from 207k longs to now 210k longs, and the low here was 155k shorts. We now have 133k shorts. So shorts are clearly getting decreased from an institutional perspective and longs are getting increased, which is overall bullish for gold. So if we will see this impulse getting completed, then the market will then go for a retest of this area. Here we would have good probabilities for a potential rejection higher. So how we could be approaching that move. Now, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive, the monthly, weekly, and daily. Combined with the COT data, those are the best time frames from a directional perspective. However, when it comes to confirmations and entries, the best time frames are the intraday time frames, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what we could be doing is, if the market will actually manage to break and retest this area, is monitoring price action from an intraday perspective during this move to the downside, waiting for the market to shift from an intraday bearish market as we would have to an intraday bullish market. And if the market would shift from an intraday bearish to bullish market and provide to us one of our valid entries, at that point we could be looking for a potential rejection to the upside for the market to complete this impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside. I also spoke about gold a few days ago when the market was retesting this resistance. From here, I made a full breakdown explaining all the reasons for which we expected this rejection to the downside. And by the way, I will link in the description this previous analysis so you can go and check it out for more free education. Now, by the way, if you don't know what I'm speaking about when I say valid entries and this kind of things, that is all part of the mentorship program, which you can find at transparentfxtrading.com. Here you have the possibility to gain access to my entire course with all the rules of the strategies. You also have the possibility to gain access to one-on-one private mentoring, the VIP market breakdowns with the Telegram signals, the CO2 data software, which is the one that we used in this analysis, the trading station software, which puts together everything that you need as a trader all in one interface. And if you scroll lower here, you will see that at the moment I'm running a special promotion in which you have both the possibility to get a big discount on the upfront price of the mentorship program, and since I have partnered with the forex broker Blueberry Markets, if you open an account with them from the student dashboard, you can get a full refund credited back into your trading account. And if you scroll lower, you will see that from here there is still time to join this offer before the timer goes to zero. However, spots are limited, so if the timer goes to zero before if basically the spots get filled before the timer goes to zero, the offer will still end and the price will once again be the original one. So I really suggest that you take advantage and join directly from here and gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the checkout. So definitely looking forward to have you on board. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you smash that like button and comment below. It really does support the creation of more free education and analysis for all of you, and I will see you in my next video.